Good day, everyone. You are here with Brosnan Pad. I'm currently in my first year of teaching practice here at Varsity College in the beloved city, Cape Town, Newlands. For me, reflection in teaching is the process where teachers critically examine their methods, choices, and results in order to increase effectiveness and support student learning. It also involves what went well, what didn't, and why, in order to keep improving as a professional. Most people actually learn from past mistakes, and that's why it is so important to reflect. Before reading the model materials, I thought of reflection as just a simple assessment of lessons, successes, asking myself things like, did students enjoy this or were the activities successful? My perspective was mainly informal and prioritized short term results over in depth professional development. My comprehension of reflection has improved in a number of significant areas, such as a result of reading the modules. The systematic process is where I realized that a orderly and deliberate approach is necessary for productive reflection. Writers would highlight ideas like thinking while teaching, past lesson reflection on action, planning for upcoming lessons, using reflection for action. I learned from this framework that reflection is both proactive and reactive. Reflection linked to student learning readings made clear that when reflection is directly related to student learning objectives, it is most effective. It's not only about my feeling of the lesson, it's also about realizing how my instruction affects students' development and coming up with ways to increase that influence. Utilizing proof in reflection, I discovered how crucial it is to encourage reflective thinking with tangible evidence, such as student work, assessment results, and observations from classroom. As a result, reflection becomes more impactful, sorry, and data formed rather than basically subjective. I see reflection now as a vital professional rather than merely a personal habit as a result of these realizations. It serves as a tool for enhancing teaching methods, fulfilling the needs of various learners, improving teacher identity and self awareness. The benefits of reflection helps teachers evaluate what works and what does not work. This enables them to refine their methods and strategies to better meet the needs of their learners. By reflecting on student responses, engagement, and progress, teachers can adapt their teaching to support deeper understanding and improved outcomes. Reflection encourages continuous learning. It helps teachers identify areas for development, set goals, and pursue professional development opportunities. Reflective practice helps teachers become aware of their values and assumptions, which can lead to more inclusive and equitable teaching. Reflective teachers base decisions on evidence and experience rather than routine, making their teaching more purposeful and responsive. Reflection enables educators to remain adaptable and modify their methods for different learners, technology, and curricula in a dynamic learning environment. The challenges of reflection in teaching practice is always due of their frequently overwhelming duties. Teachers often struggle to find time for reflection among planning, grading, and other tasks. Teachers may find it difficult to prioritize in certain schools due to a lack of institutional support and time allocated for reflective practice. Without the right guidance and Without the right guidance or resources, reflection might become unimportant or concentrating on primarily on little matters rather than more profound pedagogical challenges. Honest reflection might reveal unpleasant realities about one's instruction or student performance, which can be challenging to accept on one's own. Reflection works best when combined with mentor or coworker comments. In remote settings, educators could find it difficult to obtain valuable feedback. Self doubt can occasionally result from excessive reflection or constant self questioning, particularly for inexperienced educators who are still gaining or building confidence. CAPS and the MRTEQ, which stands for Minimum Requirements for Education Qualifications. While CAPS primarily focuses on curriculum content, assessments, assessment standards, and time allocations for each subject, it implicitly supports reflective teaching in by encouraging teachers to respond to learners' needs and level of understanding, which requires continuous reflection on what is being taught and how it is being received. Teachers are expected to adapt their instructional strategies based on learners' progress and performance in assessments. Although the term reflection is not specifically in caps, it is implied that in order to inform future instruction, teachers should consider assessment results, student development, and class objectives. MRTEQ reflection is mentioned in the MRTEQ paper as a critical teacher competency and as a fundamental element of teacher professional development. According to the MRTEQ, a competent teacher is a reflective practitioner who thinks critically about what they teach, how they teach, and the impact it has on learners. It highlights how important it is for educators to be lifelong learners who can participate in continuous professional development and reflection. It is argued that reflection is essential to creating a professional identity. In order to develop their teaching style, educators are supposed to consider their background, beliefs, and experiences. In all Bachelor of Education and Postgraduate Certificate in Education programs, MRTEQ promotes reflective teaching practices. The MRTEQ requires student teachers to participate in reflective practice as a component of their work integrated learning in the teacher education program. To get better at teaching, they need to think back on their experiences in the classroom, their lesson plans, and their interactions with students. In conclusion, the MRTEQ strongly advocates for reflection as a purposeful, ongoing, and crucial activity that is necessary for both successful instruction and continued professional growth. In conclusion, I hereby end off my video. Thank you all for listening to me, and I hope you all enjoyed. Have a lovely, lovely day further. Goodbye.